Carl, after 3 games were no points, you come away with a good win, I thought, and a good performance. How did you see it?
Yeah, look, I think there was good patches in the game where we played some really good stuff, but there was still, moments in the game where we just got a little bit sloppy. And as you say, I think when you haven't won for 3 games, had the 3 losses, at times that sort of plays on the back of the minds of the players. And I think, in the end, the result's going to be a good boost for the playing group, give them good confidence, and that when we play the style of football that we want to play, and execute it, we can play some really good stuff. And I think tonight we did at times.
Actually, Lee picked it. I'll give him the credit. The pairing of Tunnicliffe and Isaiah seemed to... You had that experience, and they were like the 2 keys. And even Isaiah had room to go out and shoot and cause trouble in attack. And your boys going forward looked a lot more freer. Would that be a correct assumption?
Yeah, look, I think, with the extra midfielders on the pitch, it just gave us that, as you said, a little bit more creativity, that little bit more balance with the way that we wanted to play. When you've got Zach and Johnny Yao and Issa and Tunners in there, they're all very good on the ball and can are comfortable to take the ball in those tight areas. But as I said, I think just at times they were a little bit sloppy at times, and again, I suppose it's been something that's caused us a few issues over the course of the season so far. Is we just haven't rewarded ourselves and finished off the good play with goals. And at times, tonight we could have easily had a couple more in the first half, and we give away and gave a couple of soft chances away as well. That's what we need to really focus on.
So you look pretty frustrated when that goal went in the 90th minute. What were you thinking there and then? Yeah,
look, you work so hard to get a clean sheet, and it's a big boost for the defensive sort of team unit, to have that clean sheet, and I think we just got maybe a little bit comfortable when we switched off. And yes, Issa made a mistake, but when someone makes a mistake, it shouldn't lead to a goal. We should still be able to cover that. But we just got a little bit comfortable and started playing the ball back, and instead of keeping possession in their half the pitch, we're trying to keep possession in our half the pitch, so then that leaves you open for a mistake that leads to a goal.
So just Gauchi, obviously tonight, he probably proved that he's worthy of going to Qatar. What are you going to do without him? And when are you going to lose him?
I'm not too sure when we're going to lose him, to be honest. I haven't had any contact of when he's going to be going. But I believe we'll definitely still have him for the victory game. And then after that, I think he will then leave to go to their training camp. And then, James Delanoff will then, take over. James has been waiting for an opportunity. It's, because 2-3 years ago he was our number 1. So he's a high quality goalkeeper. So we're very fortunate to have that replacement here.
How important for Joe on the back of the call up was it for him to have another solid game? Could have been 1-0 in the first half if not for his save, and then there was a header from a corner in the far post as well. How important for him was it on a personal level? And then obviously you mentioned the goal, but he was palpably disappointed when it went in. Obviously not his fault, he managed to get a hand to it, but does that just show you, what he's the type of, I guess, player person he is?
Yeah, as I said, we've spoke about it, since day 1 in pre-season about being desperate to defend the goal, and everyone, and Joe has had a great season so far, and he's made some great saves, and he keeps getting better with every match because he's still a very young goalkeeper. With goalkeepers, they don't normally start to get into their good prime until their late 20s. And, Joe now is, he's still only 22 23 years of age. He's had a lot of games, so he's just going to keep getting better.
The inclusion of Hiroshi tonight, was that something you just felt like it needed a change, or was there something specific lining up against Newcastle that you thought he'd be better suited tonight?
Yeah, look, it was a complete change in our formation. As I said, I think we needed something a little bit different. When we've been playing this season with the wingers, at times they just weren't causing enough trouble and getting into good enough opportunities for us. So, and Hiroshi and Luca, I think they worked well together. I think that's the first time they've sort of played as two nines. So, yeah, it was good. As I said, Hiroshi with the four midfielders, we've got 5 players there that are very comfortable on the ball and can maintain the ball. And I think that showed tonight in patches of our play.
And on the back, though, I guess it gives you a lot of flexibility off the bench too. Three wingers on the bench that you could deploy, and then Ben's flexible, Zach's flexible as well.
Yeah, I think, as you said, it gives us the way we went about it tonight. It gave us a lot more dynamic coming off the bench, a lot more speed coming off the bench. So it allowed us the opportunity to stretch the game. And when Nestor and Benny came on and went back into their wide positions, and that got us those extra goals.
It's been mentioned how tough the month has been for Adelaide United. Did anything change on the track or around the club heading into tonight?
No, look, we still have belief in ourselves. When you have 3 losses in a row, yes, you start to get a little bit of self-doubt, and it was important that we kept the confidence in the playing group, kept them focused on when we do things right and do the simple things and work hard, that our football is good. And I think they showed that in patches again tonight. And again, we just have to start getting more consistency and keep building on what we want to achieve.
Is there anything from tonight that you'll take forward for the rest of the season?
Yeah, look, it's still early in the season. As I said, it's just, again, just reinforcing to the players to have that belief and to be aggressive and play forward and look to get in the box, because when we do that, we're a very good side. And it's just about the players having that belief and in themselves that they are a good team and to keep pushing forward.
And are you looking forward to the trip to Melbourne next week?
Yeah, look, of course, Melbourne Victory games are great games that we always look forward to. We've already had a great game earlier in the season over there, so it's good to get back there again. And they're at this early stage in the season, they've been the best team in the competition by a fair distance at the moment. So we're really looking forward to challenging ourselves, going over there and getting something from the game.